The Maple Uprising, a Canadian fiction. Epilogue, Echoes of Change. The nation of Canada had embarked on a new journey, one where the echoes of change reverberated through every aspect of society. In the aftermath of the Maple Uprising and the dawning revolution, the Canadian people were defining their future, guided by the principles of democracy, sovereignty, and accountability. One of the most profound changes was the role of the media. The once-censored press had evolved into a pillar of transparency and truth. Journalists were now free to investigate and report without fear of censorship, serving as the watchdogs of a vibrant democracy. The education system underwent a transformation as well. The curriculum was revised to reflect the nation's values of inclusivity, diversity, and critical thinking. The next generation of Canadians grew up with a deep understanding of their nation's history, both its achievements and its past wrongs. The business landscape also adapted to the new reality. Corporate entities aligned their practices with the principles of social responsibility and ethical governance. The nation's economic engine thrived under the banner of a just and equitable society. Canada's foreign relations have evolved in remarkable ways. The nation had become a global advocate for democracy and self-determination. Its voice carried weight on the international stage, as it championed the rights of people around the world to shape their own destinies. The C.L.A.S leaders, who had once operated in secrecy, now governed openly. Their commitment to the principles that had fueled the Maple Uprising remained unwavering. They had successfully navigated the transition, and Canada was a beacon of hope and inspiration for nations worldwide. But the echoes of change also came with their own set of challenges. The wounds of the past, though healing, were not forgotten. The scars of oppression and division were still visible, and the nation needed to ensure that it continued the path of unity and reconciliation. Part 1 of Chapter 10 marked the beginning of Canada's journey in this new era. The echoes of change were powerful, and the nation was poised to leave an indelible mark on the world stage. The Maple Uprising and the dawning revolution had transformed Canada into a living testament to the strength of the people's will and the possibilities of democracy. As the echoes of change reverberated across the Canadian landscape, the nation continued to undergo a profound transformation. The principles of democracy, sovereignty, and accountability were firmly rooted in the nation's governance, and they guided Canada towards a brighter future. One of the most remarkable changes was the newfound spirit of civic engagement. Canadians, inspired by the success of the Maple Uprising and the dawning revolution, actively participated in the democratic process. The concept of people power had become a living reality, and the government welcomed the involvement of its citizens. The arts and culture of Canada flourished in this new era. Creativity and freedom of expression were celebrated, with artists, writers, and musicians exploring the diverse tapestry of the nation's identity. The Canadian cultural landscape reflected its people's rich and varied experiences. The scientific community also embraced a new era of research and innovation. The nation's commitment to evidence-based decision-making and the pursuit of knowledge has led to groundbreaking discoveries and technological advancements. Canada was at the forefront of global innovation. Canada's natural beauty remained a source of pride and reverence. The protection of the environment and the responsible stewardship of its vast wilderness were priorities. The nation worked towards a harmonious relationship between human development and ecological preservation. The C.L.A.S leaders, now legitimate stewards of the nation's governance, were tasked with ensuring that the promises of the Maple Uprising were upheld. They continued to navigate the complexities of the transition, balancing the aspirations of the people with the practicalities of governance. However, challenges remained. The scars of the past, while healing, were not entirely gone. The nation had to remain vigilant in its pursuit of unity and reconciliation, acknowledging that the echoes of change were a journey, not a destination. In the final part of Chapter 10, Canada had not only transformed its present but had also laid the foundation for a future built on the echoes of change. The nation had embraced a unique identity defined by democratic values, sovereignty, and accountability. The role of citizens in shaping the nation's destiny remained paramount. Civic participation and active engagement in the democratic process had become a way of life for Canadians. The Maple Uprising had instilled in them a profound sense of responsibility for their country's future. the pursuit of knowledge and innovation continued to thrive. Canada was a hub of scientific discovery and technological advancement, and its contributions to the global community were celebrated. The commitment to evidence-based decision-making had become a hallmark of the nation's governance. Cultural expression was more vibrant than ever. Canadian artists, writers, and musicians were unshackled by censorship, and they celebrated the nation's diverse cultural heritage. The world looked to Canada as a beacon of creativity and freedom. The environment, too, was a point of pride. Canada's natural beauty was preserved and celebrated, with sustainable practices and environmental conservation at the forefront of national priorities. The balance between human development and ecological responsibility was carefully maintained. The SCNC leaders, once hidden in the shadows, now stood as the architects of a new era. Their commitment to the principles of the Maple Uprising remained unwavering, and they navigated the complexities of governance with wisdom and vision. The transformation of Canada was a testament to their leadership. But the echoes of change were not without challenges. The scars of the past, while healing, were still visible. The nation's journey towards unity and reconciliation was ongoing, a reminder that the work of democracy was never truly finished. As the final part of the epilogue ended, Canada was a nation reborn. The echoes of change had reshaped its identity and its destiny. The Maple Uprising, the dawning revolution, and the tireless efforts of the SCNC had ushered in an era where democracy flourished, sovereignty reigned, and accountability was the bedrock of governance. The echoes of change would continue to guide Canada's path, echoing through the pages of history and into the future.